such as crickets, superworms. I used to feed mealworms more when they were smaller, but now they're a lot bigger, so superworms are a better choice because they're larger insects. But you can feed caterpillars, slugs, snails, and I buy the pre-packaged, already pre-killed and ready slugs and snails. But other than that, they're great. You do have to know that if you're going to get one of these guys, they are a little more expensive to keep than, say, your leopard gecko. A leopard gecko requires pretty much two things: heat and food. That's about it. And water. But heat and food, that's all you gotta pay for. Leopard geckos are a lot smaller, so they eat a lot less, and their heat could be done by like an 8-watt, 16-watt heat pad. So your electricity bill isn't going to really go up that much from owning a leopard gecko, a single leopard gecko cage. These guys require more. They need good UVB lighting. And I currently have a UVB 120 watt in their cage, and I have a brand new one here because it's almost a year old, the one that's on their cage. I'm going to use a Solar Glow 125, and this provides UVB light. I leave that on during the day, and that provides their basking temperature of about 90 degrees. And I also have a red heat light, which you can see. The red heat light's on. I turned off my basking light because it was glowing in the background. So the UVB light's off right now, but I have a UVB light and a red heat light, both going to the same area of the cage. That provides their basking space. At night, the UVB light turns off, but the red heat light stays on. And I have about a 75 watt bulb in there, so it keeps their cage warm, but not burning at night. Just like in nature, at nighttime, their temperature is going to go down. You know, wherever they live, the temperature at night goes down. So it's okay at night if the temperature goes down a little bit, but you still want to have some type of heat source so it's not getting down to like 68, 70 degrees. You want to keep it up over around 80 degrees even at night. Food for these guys, like I said, does cost more than leopard geckos. Leopard geckos eat a lot less. These guys are going to be feeding, you know, hundreds of crickets a week. So you might want to breed your own crickets or buy them online in bulk. I do both of which. Sometimes I breed them, sometimes I buy them online in bulk. But you can buy like 1,000 crickets online for about 20 bucks. 1,000 crickets in a pet shop, let me do the math real quick here. Crickets in a pet shop cost about 13 cents a piece for large ones. 1,000 crickets in a pet shop would cost about $130. Online, you can get 1,000 crickets for 20 bucks, and that includes the shipping price. So you can, you know, once a week, once every 2 weeks, buy those 1,000 crickets, and you're good to go for quite a while. And other than that, you just need the lettuce and some fruits and vegetables, and maybe some pellets. So they are going to cost a little more to keep than leopard geckos, like I said. What you guys doing back there? But they're really just great lizards. How many leopard geckos will do this? Just sit with you. I got this guy's tail, he's just sitting on my back. Not many leopard geckos or other reptiles will do that. These guys kind of are just really calm and nice little guys. There, this guy comes back. Come look at the camera. And they're just awesome. I mean, he would sit on my shoulder here while I work on my computer for a couple hours. No big deal. Now, you don't want to keep them out of the cage forever because they do need the higher heat. So if you take them out of the cage, I'd suggest 1 hour maximum. Half an hour maximum is really a better estimate because they do need to stay in their hot environment in their cage. So I usually take them out for about a half an hour at the most. Maybe take them out and watch one TV show with them sitting with us. But that's about it. And then put them back for a while. But they don't mind getting touched. They don't jump around. Really nice little lizards. So if you're thinking about getting a bearded dragon, recommend again, get a baby. It's always the best to get a baby animal. Well, not like a just born baby, but you know, a couple months old. Because then you get to see it grow, and you get to, you know, see it progress, and you get to really be like kind of the parent or the owner of it, and it'll really get to know you. If you buy an adult, might have had some owners before, it might be harder to tame if it's not nice. If you get a baby, you can really work on getting it really tame. And these guys, like you see, I took them out only about once a week when I got them, but they turned out to be really nice and tame, and they're just awesome. This is the female. She's a little smaller. The male's up here on my shoulder. And these guys are leatherback bearded dragons, but they're the exact same care as regular bearded dragons. And I just wanted to get some information. So again, you just need in the cage a rock, water, food, and a UVB light plus a heat light. Do require a lot of food, so if you're going to buy one of these, make sure you got the income to pay for their crickets, mealworms, superworms, and